Hello everyone, welcome to our channel CFD College. I'm Ashkan, a PhD student at Concordia University in Montreal, Canada. And in this channel, I will teach students uh, related, material to CFD, to commercial software, numerical simulation, particularly using ANSYS Fluent. So if you want to uh, learn about design modular, space claim, Fluent Machine, ANSYS Fluent, CFD Post, and so many other software, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future videos. And before beginning the video, if you find the video useful, please like the video and share the video with your friends. Uh, so, by the way, in this series of videos, we are going to talk about post processing in Paraview. I think many of you have heard about Paraview. It's a powerful software, especially in post processing. But many Fluent users never use that. I think the problem is a lot of people think that a Paraview can only be used using Linux system, or it can be matched only with Paraview, or sorry, with OpenFOAM. But the reality is, a world different. You can use Paraview with many software, so you can import your results in Paraview, and Paraview has many advantages. Uh, First thing is it's free, so you don't have to pay, and you can simply download it from the website and install it on any system that you have, the Windows, Linux, and any system you have. The second benefit is it has powerful, and highly useful capabilities. You can simply export different contours, different plots, especially in plotting a chart. Paraview is the most powerful software in the market, I think. So I think it's good for you to use Paraview. You can, export high quality pictures from your contours, from your plots, from this software, and you can put them in your reports, your papers, without you know the need of license and buying it. So let's start the video. In the first session, I will show you how to install it, how you can download it, and after that we will talk about the software itself, different menus that it has, and at the end of this video, I will teach you how you can export your CFD results from ANSYS Fluent to import your results in Paraview. So first of all, you can go to paraview.org. This is the website of this software. You can find documentation, different Q&A, and you can ask your questions other members and students will answer you shortly. So if you when you go to paraview.org, you can find a download link here. By clicking on download, you can find the file, the installation file for Linux, Windows, Mac, by choosing these options, you can see the available uh, models. The only thing that I should uh, tell you is, uh, you know, do not work with first revision of each version. For example, the version number 5.12 has three versions, RC1, RC2, and RC3. I always recommend you to use RC2 or RC3 because these versions have, lower, bugs and misfunctions. So always you can simply download this uh, file for if you have Windows, if you have Linux or Mac OS, you choose the appropriate file for your system, and after that you can simply install Paraview. It has no difficulties, and after you install it, you can open it. Let me open Paraview. As you can see, the version that I have is 5.12 RC2, I think. So we should just wait a second. Okay, now this is uh, Paraview. As you can see here, it has some, you know, uh, started guide videos. It has some examples of visualizations. You can choose one of them. For example, this one. This is fluid flow. You It's for, it's just a sample. I will teach you how to get these results from your simulation. This is the Paraview. It has different sections. Here we have the pipeline. The pipeline uh, so many is important for us because every task that you uh, you know uh, select, or every comment that you use will be shown in this pipeline. Here we have properties, the details of each command and each task. We have the menu bar here: file, edit, view, filters, and etc. This is the layout view, uh, where you can see your charts, your contours, your domain, and etc. Uh, uh, you know, uh, Filters, I think the filters tab is the most important tab in Paraview. We will work with different filters that is, you know, that are available in Paraview. You can see here uh, there are so many filters that you can use on Paraview. Uh, Under the file tab, you can open your results. You can save a state, load a state. We will talk about these, capabilities in future videos. This is just a brief introduction. And here there are some, well-known filters: calculator, contour, isosurface, isoclips, streamline, for example, plot over line, plot over time, and histogram, and so others. By these, buttons, you can change the view of your domain. As you can see here, we will work with these options. You can simply uh, uh, rotate the view by left click of the on the your mouse, and moving the mouse. You can use these buttons to get the different views that you want. Here, this is the time bar, time selection bar actually. It can be used in transient simulations, and that's it. I think it's enough for introduction. But one of the most important part of this video and this course is to talk about how we can export our Fluent ANSYS Fluent results in order to load and import them into Paraview. Actually, it depends on your simulation. If you have a steady state simulation, after the simulation, after when the simulation is finished, you can go to File, Export Solution Data, and from the File Type menu, you should choose ANSYS Gold, ANSYS Case Gold format. This is the format that you can that it is readable in Paraview. So if you export your results in this format, you can simply import your results into Paraview. Always use node nodal data, nodal results. So under the location, choose node, and under the format, you should select and check the binary. After that, from the available quantities, you can choose either all of them by clicking on this button, or you can choose a selected number of them. For example, you can say I need only static pressure, total pressure, velocities, and velocity magnitude, or for example, y plus, and any other parameter that you want. Because if you select all these parameters, the file should will be large, and it may cause some problems. So it's okay, and it's smart to select only the parameters that you actually need them. Y plus, add wall shear stresses, and for example, static temperature. And you can choose any parameter that you want. And after that, you can write your results in this format. So if your simulation is in steady state mode, this is the way that you can export your results in order to, open them in Paraview. So let's go back to Paraview. Uh, let's delete all of them. Okay. So by clicking on this button, open, or you can go to File menu, File tab, and choose Open, or you can use this shortcut Control plus O. Then let me mm, go to my directory. This is the directory I have, prepared for this video. This is the steady state results that I exported using the mentioned method. So, oh, actually, I should copy, and I should, I think, export them. These are fine. And let me once again go to the mentioned directory here. So I specify a name, steady results for my file, and by clicking on OK, you can see here different parameters are now it's done. Parameters are written. Let me go to the directory. Now you can see here we have steady result.cgns. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change the file type. Now I will do it again. We don't need the cgns file. As you can see here, there are a lot of files. We have steady results.geo, which contains the geometry, the mesh, and the nodes. And for each parameter that you have selected uh, in ANSYS Fluent, you will have a separate file. As you can see here, this is the velocity magnitude, and the others, this is the velocity vector, and each of these is one of the parameters that I have selected. Now, let me open one more time here. Now you can see the end case file. By selecting that file and click on OK, you can see here uh, we have some details about our case in the pipeline browser. You can see our case, our data, but it's hide for now because we haven't, click on apply. You can review the details of your result. For example, if you don't want all of these parameters, you can deselect some of them. For example, I deselect velocity and total pressure. There are many other details here. For example, this is the color of the axes, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Sorry, and let me you can change the background color here, but I think the background is good for this session. We will talk about these settings in our future videos. So if I click on apply, you can see this is our results from the ANSYS Fluent. Now you can see the tube that I simulated in Fluent. The coloring is now representing the pressure. You can change it, for example, to temperature, to Y plus, and you can see here the color bar is changing as I change the uh, parameter for coloring the surfaces of the domain. This is, for example, velocity magnitude, which is 0 on the walls, but it's 5 meter per second at the inlet. Now, I think it's okay. It's enough for now because we will talk about the capabilities and these functions in our later videos. Let's talk about what if we have a transient simulation. So if you have a transient simulation and if you want to have the data at different time steps, you should define define an export before you starting the simulation, before you start the simulation. And that's simple. You just need to go to this section, calculation activities in ANSYS Fluent, and you need to create an automatic export. So by clicking on create, then you can select solution data export. Here you should do the same. You should change the type to Insight Gold, select nodal location and binary format, and you should select you know any data that you want. It's a bit tricky because after the simulation, you cannot access to any parameter that you didn't choose before starting the simulation. So be careful about it. Here you can uh, specify the location for saving, and here you can specify the frequency of export. For example, it depends on your time step and on your uh, your capacity of the drive of your hard drive. But it's on you. You can. It's rare to export at each time step. You can change it to flow time. For example, you can say I need these data every zero point 0.1 second in my calculations. And by clicking on OK and starting the simulation, you can have the appropriate file so that you can use it in Paraview. If I show you a sample, this is the transient result. It's for a simulation. I think it's a flow over a cylinder. As you can see here, we have in-case file, we have geo file, and for each time step, we have these files. It is indicating that I have chosen. Oh no, no. Yeah. 14, I think. Yeah, it shows that I chose 14 parameters uh, to export from the simulation, and every 5 time steps, I have these exports, as you can see here, and I did that for how many? I think 200 time steps. So you can see here the number of files, and should it can be uh, too many, and because of that, make sure that you have enough capacity uh, on your hard drive. This is for a 2D, two-dimensional simulation. If the simulation was 3D, the size of each file would be greater, of course. The procedure is similar. You using Control O or this open button, you can go to the directory and select the in-case file. Here you can see the parameters in my export: velocities, wall shear, vorticity magnitude, velocity magnitude, pressure, total pressure, and so on. And by clicking on apply, you can see here by scrolling the mouse, you can zoom in or zoom out. Here you can see here that is the pressure contour. You can change it to velocity magnitude, and it's here now on time selection bar. You can go to next frame, or you can choose any time that you want. Uh, you can play a video from your simulation, and you can create an animation. We will talk about it in one of our future videos. But that's it. This is how you can load your results from ANSYS Fluent to Paraview. Uh, I hope the video uh, was useful for you, and please subscribe to the channel if you find the video useful. Please like it, and share it with your friends, and do not miss our future videos. Thanks for watching. Take care of